Shalom, it's Rabbi Alex and Cantor Frank, and we are here at Shir Shalom for story time. We're going to have some music and a story, and this week I am so excited. You know why I'm so excited? This week it's the burning bush and Moses, and I have the best story. But first, before we do that, I know you have one of my favorite songs, and you're going to teach us some of the hand motions, and
Sure.
We're going to need every one of you to help out as well.
So I'm going to put the ukulele down, and I think we'll go over some hand motions that go with this.
Okay. I'm going to try.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is slap, slap.
Slap, slap.
Then we're going to do clap, clap.
Clap, clap.
And then we're going to do scissors, scissors.
Scissors, scissors.
Good.
Okay, I got it.
Let's
now.
take it from the beginning. Here we go. Slap, slap, clap, clap, scissors, scissors. Good. Let's try it again. Slap, slap, clap, clap, scissors, scissors. The next one, like a Maccabee, is hammer, hammer.
Hammer, hammer.
Good. And then we do wave, wave.
Wave, wave.
All right, so let's try it.
All
Okay?
right, we're going to try it.
Slap, slap, clap, clap, scissors, scissors, hammer, hammer, wave, wave. One more time. Slap, slap, clap, clap, scissors, scissors, hammer, hammer, wave, wave.
All right, I think I got it.
Yeah, well, I didn't give Rabbi Alex that much warning that we were going to do this today. So he's learning it just like you. So maybe if you see some problems, maybe you can yell out, "No hammer!" if he skips wave, wave, right?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe wave at me, but yeah, please tell me if I'm doing it wrong.
So here we go. I'm going to actually sing the words in Hebrew, right? And then you're going to sing along with me a little bit and then do the hand motions, okay? And then we're going to get to a funny part where we do a call and response. I say one thing, you say another.
Okay.
All right? So
I
that's the
think we
second
can
part.
do it.
All right, here we go. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam.
Should we try the hand motion?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. That was great.
I did it! I can't believe it!
Here we go. I can't even play the ukulele today. I'm so dumbfounded. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, V'kayam. Good.
Okay.
So let's try the funny call and response, the repeat thing. So when I say Abba, which means daddy, right, in Hebrew, you say Ima,
Okay, I
which
can do
means
that.
mommy in Hebrew. And when I say Ima, you say Abba. Help the rabbi on this, okay? Here we go. Abba,
Ima,
Ima,
Abba,
Abba, Ima,
Ima, Abba,
Ima, Abba,
Abba, Ima,
Abba, Ima, Ima, Abba.
Iba, Abba, Iba, Abba.
Ima, Abba, Abba, Ima. We're going to try that again. Here we go. Abba,
Ima,
Ima,
Abba,
Abba, Ima,
Ima, Abba,
Ima, Abba,
Abba, Ima,
Abba, Ima, Ima, Abba.
Ima, Abba, Abba, Ima.
Good. now we'll do it with yes and no. So when I say can, that means yes, and you'll say
Low.
And when
No.
I say low, you say
Cane.
Here we go. Cane.
Low.
Low.
Cane.
Cane, low.
Low cane.
Low, cane.
Cane low.
Cane, low, low, cane.
Low cane, cane low.
Back to the hand motions. Here we go. Davi, Melchizedek, hi, hi, Vikayam. 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 Oh, that was great.
I'm out of breath.
Okay, now listen to it really slow. Davi, Melech Yisrael, hi, hi, Vikayam. Give me a wave. Davi, Melech Yisrael, hi, hi, Vikayam. Davi, Melech Yisrael, hi, hi, Vikayam.
Yes! We did it. So today I want to tell you a story that has to do with Moses, and it has to do with a certain burning bush. But first I have to show you something that I have in my pocket over here. Now Cantor can see it. It's going to be very hard to see it. In my pocket, let me show you, I have what I call the smallest thing that can still be seen. Can you see it out there? It's the smallest thing that can still be seen. And if you could see it really closely like this, you would see what looks like a tiny bush with green leaves. But you'd also see fire, a little bit of fire raging on that bush. And that little tiny bush, if you could put your ear down and listen, you would hear a little, help me, help me. I can hear it. Can you hear it? It says, help me. A little tiny bush with a big little tiny fire around it, screaming, please help me. And this little tiny bush that's here with us today was once in this big desert we call the Sinai Desert. And it was there in the middle of this huge amount of sand with hills around it and cacti and coyotes and rattlesnakes and also people that would come through often with their flocks, with their sheep, and they would always be passing by. But this little tiny thing, let me put it back up here, this little thing that could still be seen that's saying, help me, it was in such a big place, no one could see it. And for thousands and thousands of years, this little thing that could still be seen was looking for someone to help it. It really needed help. But no matter how much it screamed, no one could hear it. The land around it, the desert, was just too big. No one noticed. Sometimes armies would come through and they would camp right nearby. And the little thing that still could be seen, it would scream as loud as it could. But it still couldn't be heard. Sometimes children would play. Sometimes donkeys would come by. Sometimes camels. It would have lots of things that would happen over the years, but still no one could hear the little thing that could still be seen. It still just wanted someone, anyone, to notice it. Anyone. And along came someone, I'm going to put this down here, named Moses. Moses was a very tall man with a very big beard and very big ears. And he was a shepherd in the Sinai Desert. He was living there with his family, and he was take his flocks looking for any water or any grass that they could find around. And sometimes the sheep would wander off, just like what happens with shepherds. And they would look and try to find food along the way, and Moses would help them with his big staff. You know about Moses' big staff. Once he had a little tiny baby lamb that went away from the rest of the flock, and it got lost. Have you ever gotten lost before? It's a terrible thing. And this little lamb was saying, "Bah, meh, meh," and it was wandering around the huge desert, and it had no idea where its mom was or its dad. It had no idea where Moses was. It had no idea where anyone was. And guess what? This little lamb came across the little thing that can still be seen. And the little lamb went up to it and could hear for the very first time the sound. "Ah." And suddenly, the little lamb was screaming louder, "Ah, ah," to help the little thing that could still be seen. "Ah, ah." And Moses, meanwhile, was looking. He knew the lamb must have gone somewhere. Where did it go? He started looking all around the area. He couldn't find it anywhere. But he stopped what he was doing, and he just listened. Meh, meh. And he heard a very faint whisper of the little lamb. And he looked all over, and he could see it like a little speck of sand in the distance. And he walked, he collected all the other sheep, made sure that they were safe, and he made his way over to where the little lamb was. And he said, "Little lamb, what's the matter?" And he heard the little lamb. He picked it up in his hands, a little tiny lamb. The little tiny lamb said, "Meh, meh." And the little lamb kept looking down. "Look down here. Moses, look down. Someone has to be able to see it." And Moses says, "Well, what's the matter, little one? Did you see something over here? Let me put you down for a second." And Moses looked and saw the smallest thing that could still be seen. And he put it right to his ear. He put his ear right to it. And he could hear, "Help me." And at that moment, God spoke to Moses and said, "Moses, I am so glad that you helped out your little lamb and that you helped out the smallest thing that can still be seen. I know that you are the perfect person to save the Israelites and to bring them to safety, because you listened and you looked and you turned and you saw something that no one else did." So this week, I'll put it back down over here for next time. This week, as you think about your life, look around you. Are there things that you have missed, that you haven't paid attention to? Remember what Moses did all that time ago in seeing the smallest thing that can still be seen and being able to hear the suffering in this world. We should all be like that. We should all look out for one another. Don't you think so, Cantor? I wish you guys a Shabbat Shalom from Cantor Frank and myself. And until next time we meet again. Bye-bye. Shalom.